Hello everyone, welcome to Helm of Science. So I hope that all of you are well. So in this class, we will start a whole new topic of calculus. So in calculus, we have a topic that is the first topic of calculus, that is the concept of limits. Okay, so what is limits? First of all, we have to understand that. So as you can see that I have written a definition for the limits. So what is limit? It is actually the fundamental concept of calculus where we analyze the behavior of a function at neighborhood of a particular point. Okay, so limit is the fundamental concept of calculus where we analyze the behavior of a function at neighborhood. This is the most important line, that a function we analyze the behavior of a function at neighborhood of a particular point. So what is this definition saying? Let's try to understand. But before that, another thing, in general, we have to remember this, that in general, we evaluate limits of a particular function. Okay. So limits can be evaluated only of a function, not anything else. Okay. So for example, based on the definition, we will take an example. Suppose let a function fx is equal to 1 by x. Okay. Now you can see that fx equals to 1 by x. This function is not defined at the point x equals to 0. Why? Because if you put x equals to 0, that means it will become 1 by 0. That is undetermined, or you can say undefined, not defined. Okay. So fx is not defined at x equals to 0. So for that, what will we do? We will just analyze this fx, that is this function, just in and around. We will just try to find out that what is the behavior of this function fx just in and around of x equals to 0. That means what is the behavior of this function fx equals to 1 by x, not in the point x equals to 0, because in the point x equals to 0 the function is undefined. So we will find the function, we will find the behavior of the function fx equals to 1 by x in the neighborhood of the particular point x equals to 0. Okay. So from this, the concept of limit arises. Okay. Now, if we take an example, suppose a function fx equals to x square minus 4 by x minus 2. Okay. Now we have to find the limit of this function at x equals to 2. That means we will write x tending to 2. So what is the meaning of this x tends to 2? It means that x, the value of x is tending towards 2, but it is not equal to 2. Okay. So here the given function is what? Given function is fx equals to x square minus 4 by x minus 2. Okay. So if we write this, that limit extends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2. So what will be the limiting value of this function? Okay. Now if you see that it is limit x tends to 2, so we can write that x tends to 2, but x is not equals to 2. Okay. So x is tending towards 2, but it is not equal to 2. Now from this you can see that in this function, if we put x equals to 2, then the function will be undefined. Why? Because if you see, if we put here x square minus 4 by, if we put x equals to 2, then what will we get? 4 minus 4 by 2 minus 2. So it is 0 by 0 form. So it is called actually indeterminate form. Okay. We will learn this indeterminate forms and others in the next classes. So you can see that putting the value of x as 2, we are getting that it is, the function is undefined at x equals to 2. So we can write that x is tending towards 2 but not equal to 2. Okay. So if x is tending towards 2 but not equal to 2, so we can cancel out this x minus 2 factor, okay, from denominator and numerators, because it is not equal to 2. So it is not 0. So we can cancel this. So if you see the numerator carefully, it is in the form of a square minus b square. See, it is x square minus 4. So x square minus 4 means actually what? X whole square minus 2 whole square. So we can write this as limit x tending to 2, x plus 2 a plus b into a minus b by x minus 2. Okay. Now since x is tending towards 2, therefore x is not equal to 2. Okay. You can do this in another way. Since x is tending towards 2, therefore to bring 2 on left hand side, so it is x minus 2 tending towards 0. So since x minus 2 is tending towards 0 but it is not equal to 0, okay, so if it is equal to 0 then the function will be undefined. So x minus 2 is not equal to 0. So if this x minus 2 is not equal to 0, then we can cancel this and this. Okay, so ultimately what we have limit x tends to 2, x plus 2. Now what will I do? What will be the limiting value of this function? Okay, now if you see that limit x tends to 2, so x is tending towards 2. So when we are saying that x is tending towards 2, so it can tend from left hand side and right hand side. Okay, in two ways. X can tend towards 2 from left hand side as well as right hand side. Okay, now another thing we have to remember while finding the limit, that a limit exists when left hand limit equals to right hand limit. Okay, so this thing we have to keep in mind while finding the limit of a function. What is this saying? That a limit exists when LHL equals to RHL. In short form, left hand limit is called LHL and right hand limit is called RHL. Okay, so what is this saying? That limit exists when LHL equals to RHL. So what is the meaning of this? Now I have told that x is tending towards 2 means x can tend towards 2 from left side as well as right side. So what is this? What does it shows? Actually, if we consider that x is tending towards 2, suppose this is the number line, this is 2. So x is tending now, I am letting that x is tending towards 2 from left hand side. Suppose this. Okay, from left hand side the x is tending towards 2. Suppose this is x and this is fx. So what is the fx? Fx is actually what? It is x plus 2. It was firstly x square minus 4 by x minus 2. From that we have cancelled out x minus 2 from denominator and numerator. So it is fx equals to x plus 2. So if the x is tending towards 2 from the left hand side, if I take a value, suppose 1.9, so this is actually 1, this is 3. Okay, so from the left hand side, x is tending towards 2. Suppose I have taken a value 1.9. Okay, so correspondingly what will be the value of fx? Fx will be what? It will be 1.9 plus 2. So 1.9 plus 2 means what? 3.9. Again, suppose it is tending towards 2 but not equal to 2. So what does it mean? So I will go a little bit close to 2. So I am taking the value of 1.99. So correspondingly, what will be the value of fx? It will be 3.99. Okay, so in this case we are approaching from left hand side towards 2. Okay, so correspondingly if we take x equals to 1.999, then fx will be what? Fx will be 3.999. Now if you observe this carefully, you can see that when x is tending towards 2, that means firstly x was 1.9, then x is 1.99, that means more closer to 2. Next is next is more closer to 2 compared to the second one. So x is 1.999, that means nearest to 2. Okay, So you can see when x is 1.9, fx is 3.9. When x is 1.99, then fx is 3.99. When x is 1.999, then fx is 3.999. So you can see that as x is tending towards 2, fx is tending towards 4. Okay, you can see that 1.9, 3.9, 1.99, 3.99. In this way, as x is approaching towards 2, fx is approaching towards 4. So that was the LHL, left hand limit. Okay, now we have to check that the RHL, is it equal to 4 or not. Okay, so we come to RHL. That means in this case, the value of x will tend towards 2 from the right hand side. Okay, that means this is 2, this is 1, this is 3. Now x will tend from this side. Okay, that means previously we have taken the value 1.9, 1.99. Okay, now we will take the value right. That means we will take the value of x on the right hand side of x equals to 2. That means if we take value of x as 2.01, next we will take the value of 2.001, next we will take 2.0001. Okay, so correspondingly for x equals to 2.01, what will be the value of fx? So fx was what? Fx was x plus 2. So it is what? It will be 2.01 plus 2. Okay, so it will be 4.01. Correspondingly for 2.001, it will be 4.001. For corresponding of 2.0001, it will be 4.0001. So as you can see that we are approaching towards 2 from the right hand side. That means 2.01, then 2.001, then 2.0001. So you are coming more closer to 2 from the right hand side. So for this, the value of fx corresponding to x, the value of fx also is tending towards 4. At first it was 4.01, then 4.001, then 4.0001. Okay, so sorry, this will be 4.0001, 0001. Okay, so you can see that as x is tending towards 2, fx is tending towards 4. So we have analyzed that in both LHL and RHL, as x is tending towards 2, in left hand side x is tending towards 2 from left hand side, RHL from right hand side. So in LHL, as x is tending towards 2, fx is tending towards 4. Okay, in RHL, as x is tending towards 2 from right hand side, fx is also tending towards 4. So what we can write that LHL, that means left hand limit, equals to right hand limit. Okay, equals to what? It is 4. Therefore we can write that limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2 is equal to 4. That means the limiting value is 4. Okay, so the limiting value of this function x square minus 4 by x minus 2 is actually 4. Okay, now in limits we have some standard limits that we have to remember whenever required in different problems. Now there are a lot of methods to find the algebraic limits, that is rationalization method, factorization method. Okay, use of series expansion, use of D L'Hopital rule, that we will do later on. So at first we are writing the standard limits that we have to remember while solving the problems on limits. Okay, so we will write standard limits. So I hope that it is clear about the concept of limit to all of you. We will discuss more some problems about this regarding the concept of limit in the next class. Now we will start with the standard limits that we have to remember. Okay. So the first standard limits that come under the limit concept, it is limit extends to a. Suppose limit extends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a, it will give n into a to the power n minus 1, where n is actually a rational number. Okay, n is actually a rational number. So limit extends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a, it will actually n into a to the power n minus 1. Okay, so this is the first standard limit that we have to keep in mind. Now the second one is what? It is limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x to the power n minus 1 by x is equal to what? It will become n. Okay, similarly, when n is a rational number. Okay, rational number. So limit extends to 0, if 1 plus x to the power n minus 1 by x is actually n. So this is the number 2 formula, or you can say this number 2 standard limits. Now the third one, it is the trigonometric limits. It is very important. It is limit extends to 0, sin x by x equals to 1. Okay, another thing, it is very important, where this x, this sin x, this x is measured in radian. Okay, not in degree. It is, the x is in radian, that means it is in circular measure. Okay, this is the number 3. Now the number 4, it is limit x tends to 0, e to the power x minus 1 by x equals to 1. Okay, this is the number 4, that e to the limit extends to 0, e to the power x minus 1 by x is equal to 1. Okay, now number 5. Number 5, what we have, limit x tends to 0, 1 by x log of base e 1 plus x, it will what? It will be 1. Okay, so limit x tends to 0, 1 by x log 1 plus x to the power base to the base e is actually what? 1. Okay, number 6. Number 6, what we have, it is limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x to the power 1 by x, it is actually e. Okay, so limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x to the power 1 by x is e. Now number 7, it is limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x, 1 plus 1 by x to the power x is equal to e. Okay, so limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x to the power x is e. Now the number 8, this is the last. So it is standard limit number 8. This is also very important. It is limit x tends to 0, a to the power x minus 1 by x. It is what? It is ln a, or ln a means actually, or you can write that log a to the base e. Okay, so ln a and log a to the power base log a to the base e, and ln are same. Okay, so these are the standard limits. That first one is what? First one is limit extends to a x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a equals to n into a to the power n minus 1 when n is natural number, sorry, rational number. Next, limit extends to 0, 1 plus x to the power n minus 1 by x equals to n when n is rational number. Third one, limit extends to 0, sin x by x equals to 1 when x measured in radian. Next, limit extends to 0, e to the power x minus 1 by x equals to 1. Number 5, what we have, limit extends to 0, 1 by x log 1 by x to the base e equal to 1. Okay. Number 6, what we have, it is limit extends to 0, 1 plus x to the power 1 by x equals to e. Okay. Number 7, what we have, limit extends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x to the power x equals to e. And number 8, limit extends to 0, a to the power x minus 1 by x equals to ln a or log a to the base e. Okay, so here is the introduction to limits. So that's all for today. I hope that all of you have understood the concept of limit clearly. So in the next class, we will do the important methods to find the algebraic limits. That means the rationalization method, factorization method, okay, use of expansion as a use of series expansion, okay, and others also, D'Hopital rule. Okay, so in the next class we will do that, and we will also do some important problems regarding the concept of limit. So until then, take care and stay safe. Thank you so much for watching.